give your children orientation that education is important to their life outcome, successful life outcome.
Right.
And let them see you, role model it at home. The education is important. At 54, I have gone back to school. So I'm
fine.
Tell your children that education is important.
Right.
Role model it. If you are not showing any sign that education is important, there's no way your young ones can learn
because you're uneducated.
Yes, yourself. Even if you're not educated, there are many ways you can be educated.
Right.
Many things you can do. Show effort. Education is important. Role model it, say it, and encourage them. Encourage education. Do everything for your child to love going to school.
Right.
Let the child know that I'm here to support you so that you can go to school.
For you, yeah.
Then prepare them for life. You know your climb. You know what you can get from your climb. If your climb is not giving you what you want, look for what you want.
Right.
Go out of your way, prepare your children. Don't give excuse that the schools are not doing well.
Right.
Prepare them, and then the schools should do better. If a child walks into your door, the child that walks into your door should not be the same child leaving your door at the end of the day.
Hello, amazing people. This is your girl Lima, of course, your host with the most. It is yet another episode on Time Out with Lima, proudly brought to you by GAC Infinity Studio. And with me in the studio today, I have my mommy. She's an educator. She's the director of GEMSEED Academy Bagada. She's a life coach. She's a thought leader, and she's so many more. Guys, you're going to hear a lot more from her later on. So drum roll as I welcome Mrs. Mary Lotachukwu Ohagwasi with me in the studio today. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you so very much.
You're looking so beautiful.
Oh, I'm so much.
You're welcome.
It's my pleasure being here. Thank
You're
you
welcome,
for having me.
And we are glad to have you too.
Thank you very much.
I think we'll get straight to business now.
Okay.
There's always this saying that school is a scam. It is understandable. Maybe school is a scam. Do I know? I don't. But then I just believe that even if school is a scam, education is not. Do you understand? I feel like a lot of people are ignorant about the fact that education is a key. Is like a key to success. It's something that you need to have. It's something that you should make mandatory. It's something that is a necessity for you as a person to be educated, because it's a light. When you are educated, you are exposed to so many things.
Exactly.
But then ignorance in this part of the society, I don't want to say about that. But I need some clarity from you, knowing that you are in this education field. You have coached a lot of students about school, about education itself, about academy, and you own a school yourself. So I just want you to quickly take us through that experience, that journey, what it is like for you, and why you would not agree with me that education is a scam.
Well, I would say that I'm happy that you know that there's a difference between education and schooling.
Yeah.
And when people mean education is a scam, they meant to say school is a scam. And there are different school of thought who have been on this matter for a long time,
right,
who believe that it's a waste of energy, time, and money,
right,
to send somebody to school. But there are many things to gain actually in being in a structured environment. Let me start by saying that education starts from birth. Once somebody is battered, education has started.
Right.
For me, education is preparing somebody for life, and then more than just having a certificate.
Right.
Preparing a child from childhood to he grows into maybe teenage years, young adult, and become an adult, full adult. Preparing that person for life.
Right.
And you could see that what somebody end up having as his success outcome starts from the kind of education, the quality of education that person gets. We have education that takes place at home, called informal education.
Right.
And we have also the formal education. Both are very key for good life outcome. You need to have both. And you see it in people when it's lacking. You see it in their life outcome. So when they say education is a scam, they mean to say school is a scam. But let's look at it even closely. Is school actually a scam? School is not a scam, actually, depending on from the angle you're looking at it.
Right.
If schooling does not prepare one for life
Right.
and does not position you for success and relevance, then it has become a scam.
Right.
If you have gone through school and school has not gone through
Through
you, then your education can look like a scam. If you have education and you don't have life skills,
Right.
relevant life skills that will help you to succeed through life,
Right.
then your education is in doubt, and hence can be said that education is a scam. So actually, is when somebody have a functional education, then you can say that school has worked.
Right.
But when it has not done anything practical value to add to that person's life, then you begin to evaluate, is it worth it? And that is where many people say that education is a scam. I also want to say something very important, because we are talking about Gen Z.
Right.
The Gen Z, their life is different from us, from the past century. For them, they don't have time to waste.
Right.
They don't have patience. They don't have resilience to waste their time. If a Gen Z is interested in music, don't come with other things, maybe like mathematics and other things. It puts them off.
Right.
So they don't want to do other things. They want to believe that it should just be straight to the point. My passion, my talent, my future. Everything that you are teaching me should point towards my future. I have practical, direct, impact on who I want to become. So if you force them, you lose them. And that is where they will also say education is what? A scam. Then we also look at many people leaving school and not doing anything with what they have learned in school. Leaving school 5 years, they are still unemployed. Right. I've met someone that read water engineering. 10 years after leaving school, was still looking for a job of a teacher in my school. And I had to call her and say, come. I was more curious. And I'm like, what's going on here? You mean you left school 10 years ago, and I look at your CV, you have not seen where you have worked. Even if you mean to volunteer yourself somewhere, you should have done that with yourself. I had to fix that up somewhere. Start from there, because even employers will be scared to employ you. Right. When your CV is empty for 5-10 years, that's scary. So that's kind of education. We don't teach young people, prepare them to even be self-employed. Right. So some people feel that I can tutor myself outside the school and be useful to myself without going through school. And I have people who are their role models. They will say people like the man of Microsoft. He dropped out of university. They will give examples of such people. Yeah. But how many are the number? So there's something that school does, apart from knowledge, apart from life skills, social development, which is also a soft skill you need in your future. You need to meet people, interaction, connection to people, networking. There are people that you may end up relating with in life in time to come. So you don't just have it all outside the school environment. Understood. So if as a educator and somebody who have run a school, that is the mindset I have running a school. That school should prepare young ones for life. And if that is what everyone is doing, then school is not a scam. Because where you are practically giving value is what it's. So that's the challenge we have. Wow.
Sorry for the break in transmission, guys. I guess you know why I'm here. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and also share to your loved ones so they don't miss out on our juicy updates.
So thank you, Mommy, for sharing that beautiful insights with us. But I would like to go back on some of your words. You talk about skills. You talk about students having some extracurricular activities along with their educational activities. Exactly. That's good. And you also made mention of something about somebody graduating, and after 10 years, the person is still unemployed.
Sincerely.
You're in Nigeria, so I understand. But then, I personally think that in schools, you can decide to do some courses that are practical. Exactly. And when you get to school, all they just teach you is theory. Now, I'm not even talking about the tertiary institution, not the secondary part now. And all they teach you is theory. You don't think such student will graduate and still be unemployed? Personally, I don't really blame such students. And I also don't blame the government. You don't think the school is supposed to be blamed in that aspect?
Well, it's not a news that if you don't go out of your way to get skills,
Right.
you'll be unemployed. So you have to start with yourself. If you're doing a course and all they teach you is theories, go out of the school and acquire skills. There are many places you can go for skills.
Right.
But I'm not absorbing the schools. The school have a role to play.
Right.
The school is not just to pump in knowledge in our students or pupils, but to prepare them for life.
Right.
And you can't prepare somebody for life without skills.
Right.
So it's up to the school to get relevant 21st century skills, get it into their curriculum, and let the young ones learn it while in school, especially when they are in primary school. There are some skills you learn early, you learn it effortlessly. Right. And as it begins to grow, they begin to have passions on a particular area and specialize in those areas. If somebody has started learning something, let's say 15 years ago, by the time he leaves university, tell me that person is already a pro. So that is the challenge we have, not being futuristic in our education, not being functional, that what I'm teaching this person, what is a practical knowledge? What is a practical value? What will it add to his tomorrow? Right. And that is the one clarion call I'm calling for all school leaders or school owners to have at the back of their mind. Please don't just pass maths and English. Don't just have 10 credits, 1 million credits. Let the young ones that have passed through you have something they can depend on in case they don't get blue collar job when they leave school. Let them know that they have been prepared for life. Let's do vocational. Let's do entrepreneurship. Let's have technical skills. Some of them, by the time they stay with you, know where they fit in. Is it technical skills, vocational skills, or entrepreneurship skills? There's something somebody can learn and take away from school that you will say, I learned this when I was either in primary school or secondary school. Now I'm, becoming a pro. Now I'm in university. Before anyone leaves university, he should know what he's going to do with his life. Right. It's not dependent on a known job. Every young person, if you get a job in Shell, it should be a bonus. Right. Every young person leaving university should know what he wants to do with his life. If you get a job in companies, blue chip companies, let it be a bonus. But let it not be that it's dependent on a known job. They may stay for a long time without getting it. That is why many of them go into vices. Before long, they go into Yahoo. Yeah. Before long, they go into all kinds of things. Let's not go there. Sure. Let's not go there.
Yeah. Thank you, ma.
It's my pleasure.
And that is why I personally want to divert a little bit to Nigerian film industry. I watched a film recently on YouTube.
Okay.
Is it on YouTube? No, I think on Prime Video.
Okay.
Miss PJ, that's the title of the movie.
Okay.
It's a story that revolves around students, basically. And it's all about nonchalant students, the Lotachukwu ones that don't want to go to school. They don't even see the need to go to school. They don't see the need to be educated. But there is this teacher that was sent down to the school. And when she saw the concept of how they operate in that school, she was like, these people are not really interested in education. Why not try skills? Why not try vocational training for them? Immediately she introduced makeup, shoemaking, soap making to them. Everybody, even people that have not been in school for the longest, everybody was in school. They want to participate in soap making. They want to participate in, because the life is evolving. Everybody wants to be a boss of their own. There's nobody that is ready to work under this person again. Because at the end of the day, when you calculate all the amount of money that you'll be spending on transportation and every other basic things, you just feel like, no, I need to do something for myself. I need to be the boss of myself. Do you understand? So if you're in school as a school owner or something, if you include vocational training, so there are extracurriculum activities, I don't see anything bad in there. But then we are not really talking about it enough. There's no so much orientation on that aspect. And so people are like, a lot of people are covering it up. And the fact that everybody has assumed, or majority has assumed that, okay, school is a scam. Some people too are rich and they don't even go to school. Some people have businesses and all of that. And they're not even graduates. And they live on that. They live on what they believe in. But it is not the right thing.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for sharing this beautiful insight with us. But to wrap this up, I want to ask you, what's the best way you think we should educate students that feels there's no need for education?
Well, let's say
I think we still need to educate them, but what's the
Definitely.
best way to
definitely.
go about it?
As I said before, nothing is wrong with schooling. It
Right.
depends on whether it's functional and has practical values.
Right.
As I said, education starts from home.
Right.
Orientation is key. Give your children orientation that education is important to their life outcome, successful life outcome.
Right.
And let them see you, role model it at home. The education is important. At 54, I have gone back to school. So I'm
Inspiring.
tell your children that education is important.
Right.
Role model it. If you are not showing any sign that education is important, there's no way your young ones can
Probably
learn
because
from
you're
you.
uneducated.
Yes, yourself. Even if you're not educated, there are many ways you can be educated.
Right.
Many things you can do. Show effort. Education is important. Role model it, say it, and encourage them. Encourage education. Do everything for your child to love going to school.
Right.
Let the child know that I'm here to support you so that you can go
always
to
there
school.
for you, yeah.
Then prepare them for life. You know your climb. You know what you can get from your climb. If your climb is not giving you what you want, look for what you want.
Right.
Go out of your way, prepare your children. Don't give excuse that the schools are not doing well.
Right.
Prepare them, and then the schools should do better. If a child walks into your door, the child that walks into your door should not be the same child leaving your door at the end of the day. The child should look back after 5-6 years, 1 or 2 life skills have acquired because they passed through you.
Right.
A child could point at 20 years to come that because I went to so and so primary school, I have acquired this skill. A child should look at you 10 years after, you say, I learned this in my secondary school. Let us not just base on subjects.
Right.
Some of those subjects will not play any role in their future. So let's look at what is the future of work today. And let's start making the children to imbibe it. I really appreciated Lagos State. There was a time they were doing ready, set work. They were preparing young ones in the university, especially those graduating, with skills they will need in the offices, which is very good. Skills they will need in life: entrepreneurship skills, vocational skills, technical skills, and office skills, the things you need in your office. And these are the important things. Then soft skills. If you don't know how to relate with people, you will not work.
Right.
Some people are very techy, but they don't have soft skills. They don't know how to relate. They don't have team spirit. These are the things that should be taught in school. So core skills, soft skills, the subjects, they are all important. And there's no wasted knowledge. Anything you learn today may play 1 or 2 roles. Even if it's not for you indirectly may play in the life of your children tomorrow. So I learned this in primary school. I can teach you. So what is that? So there's nothing we learn today that is a waste. So let's have that mindset that school is not a scam.
Right.
Going to school and then you can make friends. Social interaction, social development happens. Networking happens in school. Sometimes you end up meeting who you marry tomorrow in school. So school is not a scam. So looking at it totally is a total package. There are many things you can learn in school, but let's learn to focus in the future in our schools, preparing our young ones for life from what we teach them today. That's my stand.
Thank you so much, Ma.
It's my pleasure.
You. God bless you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. I said this is what we are doing to wrap it up, but then I just have to give a shout out to my principal when I was in secondary school, Mrs. Okewo. She looked at me one day and she said to me that you can teach. Now our government teacher was very sick, and I was a class captain there, and she came to me and said, Taiwo, you can do this now. You can teach. I'm like, teach. And in public school, we are like 100 in class.
I know.
SS1A, SS2A, we are like that. And I was like, you can do this. I said, teach all these people. If I make any mistake like this, they're going to laugh at me. But she encouraged me, and that was how I started teaching. And I after school, the first work I started looking for is teaching job. I started going to primary schools. I want to teach. And thank God for where I am today. So guys, you have heard from my mommy that school is not a scam. Really? Even if school is a scam, education is not. It is important. It is vital. It is something. It is a necessity. It is mandatory. It is something that is more important in this life. So you have to get it. Thank you so much, mommy, for coming, and for myself and all the crew of Time Out with Lima. We want to appreciate you with this.
Can you see? I wasn't expecting this coming.
Thank you so much, ma, for coming.
Pleasure.
God
Thank you so much. I appreciate this. It's my pleasure being here.
So guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button and subscribe now. Like our video, drop a comment, share our link. God bless you.